our more savvy and experienced investors are going to want to listen to the OTCQB statement fairly closely. We've got things to go through on today's weekly video, 5 items, unless we take a tangent, which you know we do from time to time. But in any case, let's buckle up, let's go. I'm Steve Reinharz, CEO of Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions, trading on the OTC Pinks under the ticker AITX. Read this for a minute. We've got 5 items, like I said, that we're going to hit with. Now, I'm going to give them to you, and then we're going to run through them. The first is Justin Costello. The second is school's progress. The third, announcing esports. Number 4, a statement on the OTCQB. And number 5, some additional items related to the December 7th investor and technological release open house. Okay. Let's start with Justin Costello. Justin Costello was recently picked up in an FBI raid in San Diego by an FBI tactical team. Now, this guy is an epic fraudster and thief, according to filings against him, various lawsuits over the years. Now, why do I care? Why do we care, right? A few reasons. Now, the biggest is that everybody knows that I'm here, I'm present, I do these Saturday morning videos, I engage, I'm out there and around. And, you know, I love it, of course, because I love what we do, I love sharing our mission. But it really kind of happened because of this guy, Justin Costello. Because this guy was present and engaging and issuing the most outrageous and ridiculous 8Ks and press releases, and this company's going to get purchased and that company. It was so horrifically obvious to me and to others that this guy was perpetrating an outrageous scam. And then he had the audacity to rinse and repeat it several times. It was crazy. And I hoped, but basically knew that his party would come crashing to an end, which it did in spectacular fashion this week. When the FBI show up in full squat gear to take you out because you haven't shown up for your warrants or court appearances, you're in deep crap. Like, that's just how it is. Like, that's not a good ending to the story. And I looked ahead and I said, I need to be present. I need to be real. I need to engage because this is going to put a negative stain on the OTC. And I don't want that to reflect on AITX. There are some good companies in the OTC. Of course, I consider AITX one of them. And I want to share that. And when OTC investors get hurt through fraud or whatever reason, it's bad for AITX. By extension, it's bad for AITX. So I want to be an amazing company, a super clean company, a present company, a consistent company. And it's where I get the strength to work as CEO and then come and share with everybody here. So we can kind of thank Justin for that. Anyway, that's one of the reasons why I'm bringing this Justin thing to the weekly video. But there's another reason too. There's 2 more reasons. All right. Not necessarily the best reason, but it's a reason. And the reason is a bit of moment of satisfaction. You know what I mean? Sitting back, watching these people, do terrible things, saying, hey, where's the police? Where's the FBI? Where's SEC FINRA enforcement? To see it happen is a moment that's satisfying to me. And since we have a relationship, I'm sharing it with you because it's satisfying to me. Am I gloating? I mean, I'm not really gloating per se. I didn't have anything to do with it. I'm just happy to see justice served. How's that? I'm happy to see justice served, and that's not so bad. That's another reason why I'm sharing it. The biggest reason I'm sharing it is to continue to encourage good due diligence. Learn about the companies you're investing in. Hanging out, I wrote this, read this, listen to this. Hanging out in swirling online cesspools that are pits of manipulation. You know, a lot of investors do that. I'm not saying do that. Exercise your own critical reasoning. Fight greed and live in reality, folks. These are investment strategies that I recommend. I don't recommend FOMO buying. Know what you're buying, Whether you're a flipper or long-time accumulator, it doesn't matter. Just know what you're buying, Okay, that's Justin Costello. I encourage you, if you have the time and interest in reading this guy's case, if you're not already familiar with it, it's fantastic reading. I see a movie somewhere in the future. It's that good. Okay, let's go to schools. Let's talk about Bailey's gift and give a little update on what's happening. Now, it appears that we should have 2 Bailey's gift recipients getting their devices and hopefully finishing installation and turn on this month. That's awesome. That becomes an opportunity for us to show our corporate commitment to the community with these gifts, shows our follow through on our statements and promises that we make, and hopefully gets us some publicity. And some of the publicity is already working. We have that school in New Jersey, and that test is October 24th. Okay, so they're the first people that we're working it on, and again, my prep notes here say to me, so we press released this a while back, but I'm saying that it's our first, which is kind of like tech company code for a little rushed, right? Just how it is, the nature of the business, nature of what we do. That's October 24th. Let's hope it goes great. I think that we're going to have a similar test on the West Coast around the same time. That's new. That just kind of came up. And we have an airport, a top 40 airport, who's also interested in it too. So that's firearm detection. A lot of things happening on it, but I'm just sharing with you. It's moving forward. Hopefully it gets us more eyes and more momentum, and we just feed that fire. Okay, OTCQB. Friday evening, last night, I tweeted that I was working with one of our securities attorneys on this statement because it could get touchy. And I don't want the FBI knocking on my door, right? So very, 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 you guys know me. Very within the lines, playing by the rules, no games, no nonsense. So here goes, okay? Right here. AITX got really close to the finish line regarding the OTCQB application and uplist process. Then our price fell below a penny. This has put our application on hold till the end of October. Stock price action between now and then will contribute to determining our QB eligibility. Okay, that's my statement. Remember, I have significant restrictions on how much stock price commenting I can do for a variety of reasons. Effectively, everybody wants me to say nothing all of the time about it, and that's kind of what I sort of have to do. So, hey, are we going to make the QB? I don't know, right? I don't know. I made the statement, analyze it, think about it, do your own due diligence on it. If we do, hey, great. Nothing negative about it. If we don't, okay, great. Nothing changes. We've got good liquidity on the pinks. We're still fully SEC reporting. We'll continue to be SEC reporting, obviously. So, like I've said from the beginning, if we got QB, great. We filed for the community because the community felt it would uplift exposure. Great. I went along with it. But like I've said, doesn't happen. I will try again when we can, though, because I will work to follow through on that promise. Okay, that's the QB. Have fun with it. You guys know my handcuffs in terms of what I can and can't talk about, but reach out as you see fit. Now, let's flip to some fun stuff. The community members that follow us closely have seen, some hints towards the AITX esports team, right? And I'm going to share what's happening right now. So first of all, we've got a very diverse community of investors, followers, and fans. I'm going to give a super brief description on esports. Esports is the sportification I don't know if that's a word, but I'm going with it, of playing video games. To such an extent now, for community members in our community that aren't aware of how big esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry that is quickly coming up to rival, believe it or not, physical sports. Folks train their whole lives like you will for physical sports. You peak in terms of your physical ability to perform at a high level, just like on physical sports. And it's really something else. It's really something else. We all know that there's so much change and everything is always in change and things have their peak in everything. Everything has their peak and then decline, incline, peak and decline. And I'm not saying that physical sports have peaked, but there's flatter. Meanwhile, you got esports coming up with high growth, younger generations, super interested in it, and I want to be a little bit a part of it. So, what did we do? We put together an esports team, an AITX esports team that specializes in playing Nintendo's Smash game. Okay, look it up, Nintendo Smash. These guys are really cool guys. Like, they're just good dudes. I really like them. I like their vibe. I like the community. I'm happy to be a part of it. Note, we're not spending much money on it, and we're not committed overly long term. I want to see how this goes. We're spending a few $1,000s a month on this. We're going to see if we can make some waves and have some fun, and then we'll revisit it. Because there is a bit of a method to the madness. And I wrote a statement. I'm going to read it to you here. I said, so the key statement is right here. There are some things coming out from RAD and AITX, particularly with Cassie, where exposure by an esports community can massively expand AITX's exposure. That's the key reason why we're in this. Over the past few years, we've learned the limits of AITX's ability to get national and international attention. And we've become media savvy. We kind of know like what buttons to push. We know what's going to get some play, and we need more. And I need to do it in a way that doesn't involve spending millions of dollars on a media campaign. We don't have the money, and I don't want to spend the money on that anyway. You guys know there's a lot in the company that I like approaching from a guerrilla point of view. And a lot of the members that we've surrounded ourselves with in the company, want to spend little bits of money and get big results from, including our beloved Chief Marketing Officer. So this fits into, trying something and seeing where it goes. So we're going to make some waves. We're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to put a little bit of time and money out there. And hopefully we get big returns, right? So a little bit of risk, big return, those are the types of equations that we want to get involved in. And this is one of those equations. Limited engagement in time and money. We'll see where we're at in 6 months. We'll see if this works with Cassie. But either way, we're going to maximize this time together. We're going to have some fun. You are going to have an esports team to cheer on as your own. We're going to learn about esports together, and it's going to be fun. Okay, that is our esports engagement. Please, as this comes out over the course of this week, share that statement that I made with folks. Because it's not a normal thing for OTC companies to do. And that's great. That's another good thing. Let's be different. Let's try new stuff. The world is changing. The world is changing, and December 7th, 2022 should have, should show some of those changes. That is our Investor Technology Open House. Registration will be open by the end of the month, if not within the next 2 weeks. There's going to be limited seating. This thing is going to be bigger and better than ever. It's going to have a lot of substance and meaning. A lot of cool stuff. If you can't be there in person, know that we are going to do the best job to up the production quality so you can watch it on YouTube live, or you could watch the recording, okay? I don't want anybody left out. Limited seating in person. live stream to everybody. Event will start after the close of business, so that there can't be any, stuff happening during market hours, right? We never want to have any type of selective disclosure. And it should be easily and well live streamed. I'd like to say it's going to be live streamed on multi-camera. I think it will be. That's what we're working towards. So it should be really good. Okay, super long weekly update. I spoke fast. I guarantee you, I could talk another 24 hours on things that have happened and are planning to happen over the next week. But that was awesome. That was a lot of info. Watch it again. Like it, share it, subscribe. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you later.